All right, presentation time, everybody. Woo, get some water, because for the next 60 minutes, it's going to be like a lot, and it's going to be like transformation on steroids in any business you have, your awakening path, whatever it is. So grab some water, grab your smoothies, because we are going to get this party started, and we ain't going to stop until everybody understands what I'm talking about. All right? Share screen, whoop, whoop. Share screen, and let's do So in the next 30 minutes, actually, I'm going to try to do it really fast. I'm going to show you how I helped a client of mine manifest $300,000 in the first year. And another client now just got $2 million, just working 6 months with me. And another's charging $30,000 in 3 weeks within starting to work with me. So that could be you as well. How exciting is that? Yeah. So by the end of the masterclass today, I want you to realize where you're at right now and feel your way into bridging that gap. Literally standing outside of your body, realizing how worthy you are and what that worth, what that value is to you to exchange for your energy. Okay, so today we're going to switch. We're going to realize where we're at right now and what we need to do in order to realize what our divine energy, precious energy is worth, because there's only one of us, right? Yes. So right now, everybody who's tuning in, thank you so much, wherever you're at. If this is live on Facebook or together with me right now, I want you to imagine that you are sitting right next to me. Okay? Let that happen. Because if you do, you're going to take it all in. I want you to imagine that you've paid me $30,000 and that you're sitting here and you're ready to soak it in, because this is going to be amazing. Okay? Yeah? Cool. And obviously, when we work together, it really feels like this. No matter how serious we're trying to be, it always feels like play. Let me just admit another person. Okay, welcome. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to keep going with the presentations. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And if everybody who's on this masterclass right now, I'm going to give you a very special gift, okay? I haven't given this to anybody before. You're going to get my 7F Manifesting Secrets, the ebook version of it, as well as my mini course with over 36 lessons in it, meditations, movement practices, absolutely free, just for being right now on this masterclass. That is my appreciation for your divine time, because I know your time is precious. So thank you for being here. At the end of the masterclass, let us know on a phone call that you were here, and your code word is going to be unconditional love, and I will hook you up with the login to that manifesting mini course and the 7F Manifesting Secrets you're not supposed to know. Woo! So let's dive right into it. So I've been able to manifest money, 8 books, living on the beach, dream clients, speaking in public, living in an RV for 2.5 years by myself, attracting the love of my life, creating music. There's over 30 soundtracks now published across streaming platforms, and a nonprofit called Empire of Love, all and monetize, obviously, my message with courses right now online, all because of 7fmanifesting.com, the secrets that I'm about to teach you. But it didn't start out like this. I was that girl who would get fucked up every night, even though I made it in the corporate world, and I made over $120,000 at the age of 26, living in a high-rise apartment in San Francisco, a brand new Mercedes-Benz, a black card, traveled the world. I still would get wasted and find myself in my own vomit sometimes. I was attracting relationships that didn't serve me, and I thought that I made it. Yet that little girl that was dragged by the hair into the bathroom at the age of 6 by her mom, who peed herself because she didn't obey, because she didn't listen. That little girl always felt like she was not good enough. So no matter what I did in the physical, in manifestation of physical things, money, in corporate, in high tech, that's where I come from, I always felt like I wasn't good enough. Until my mom passed away, 2014, and that's when it hit me that life could be taken away in a snap of a finger. She was 49, 50 when she left. So I began to realize that there's a bigger reason for me living here, and I had to figure out what it is that's making my heart beat. There's a purpose, there's a reason, because my life could be taken away in a snap of a finger, right? So what we're here to do is to figure out what that reason is. So that's how it all started. So I left corporate after my mom passed away, just 7 months after diagnosis, on a mission to realize, why the F am I here? What is my purpose? What's giving my heart a beat? And how can I live a fulfilling life? Because I was not fulfilled in corporate. Okay? And that is the pursuit of purpose. When something happens, for some people it hasn't yet, but it will inevitably. Maybe you keep attracting things, relationships, whatever it is that you don't feel fulfilled in. And if you don't have the amount of money that you're trying to see, that you want to see in your bank account, if you're not attracting the relationships that you want to see, if you don't feel good in your body, then there is something inside of you that wants to be transformed so you can realize your purpose and showcase that best part of yourself, right? So after leaving corporate 8 years ago, I discovered that you rise when you help other people rise. So when you help other people, you really help yourself.
Done in from the Journal of Orthopedic
Right?
Physical Therapy.
And if you just tuned in, please put yourself on mute. I can somebody.
In the neck and carpal tunnel syndrome, and then.
Thank you. And welcome. I see a lot of people from around the world. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you feel like turning on your camera, you can. If you don't, it's your prerogative. So we're just gonna keep going. After leaving corporate for 8 years ago, I discovered that you rise when you help people rise. I discovered that you must first, welcome.
Hi.
I discovered that you must first help yourself before you can help other people. And I discovered that the more I wrote, the more I was able to heal myself and integrate all the different psychedelic medicines and fill up my own cup of love. So that way I could give from a place of a full cup. Because we can only give that which we are. And that's the truth. I discovered that to have a clear vision and be able to manifest, you've got to create a plan. You got to get that out of your head into a physical representation. And most importantly, I discovered that creation comes from a playful state where you're dancing and you're having fun and you're joyous, right? And when you can also hone into your meditative self, your Zen self, when it feels like the mind has gone crazy. Anybody resonate? Yeah, sweet. And I discovered that you make the most money when you are inspired and you share your story, your truth from a vulnerable place. And I discovered this the hard way. Yes, I wrote every freaking day for almost 8 years. And you get the cheat sheet, shortcut. So the hard way is attending lots of seminars without implementing, right? Having too many different mentors and too many paths and not completing any of them, aka a lot of courses or books you've got on your shelves that have never seen the light of day. Being a good starter, but not a good finisher. Not listening to your inner wisdom, your truth, and seeking outside validation for your divine, precious, delicious genius. How many of you can resonate with this? There's a lot of different paths. Yes, you can go do a lot of different medicines. You got a lot of books that maybe never seen the light of day. You got so many workshops and the e-learnings and courses and certifications and coaches. La, la, la. I know, I've been there too. And obviously we do things for money. And yes, psychedelics, Anatomy of the Spirit. Anybody read those books? Anybody done psychedelics for healing? Yeah, The Emotion Code, Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, Landmark. Anybody Landmark? Yeah, Tony Robbins. Anybody Tony Robbins in the house? Woo! Burning Man. Anybody burners in the house? Yeah. Even Shakira taught me a lot of lessons because the hips don't lie, do they? The Holy Bible taught me a lot of lessons, the inner knowings of yourself. And I actually translated the Holy Bible, and I didn't know that there was this study called the Kabbalah to do that, the inner knowings of yourself, which is so beautiful. Ted McGrath, a lot of business gurus, and obviously my funnel guy, and a few other business leaders. And I've done all these things, but until I learned to integrate them, I wasn't living my dream life. Okay? Because I didn't integrate the lessons fully. Okay? So it's like we may know what we're supposed to do, but do we actually do it in the moment? You know what I mean? So I wasn't able to integrate these things until I found clarity and created a clear vision with a clear path. And this is how the visioning process of 7F manifesting was born. A visioning process that holds you accountable, like an accountability buddy, to complete what you start. Okay, the 7F manifesting secret system. This is how I've been able to publish 7, almost 8 books so far. And it all started 8 years ago when I started to write. I had a vision board, and then everybody was telling me you should write. So then I started to write. So in the middle of my vision board was write that book, share it, edition after edition, thousands of editions, because I just wanted to be clear, because I wanted to share my message. And guess what? Writing helped me integrate and realize one thing and one thing only. What is that thing? You can see it on the screen. Love. Love, 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 love. Yes. And if anybody has any questions, write them down. I'll address anything you want to ask at the end, okay? So the 7F manifesting secrets is help my past clients get high-paying clients, okay? I'm going to share a story with you soon from one of my clients, Masha, also my sister. It helped people get into their soul-aligned business and break through all the barriers. I've got a client who has an elderly care business. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. As long as it comes from your soul, you are going to explode. Okay, I've helped people make money in every possible way, including attracting it. Because manifestation is instantaneous once you're in alignment. Create courses. You're going to hear about that. I help people break free and go travel the world. It helped people in psychedelic circles, because a lot of it has to do with the law of attraction, but also with deliberate actions. It helped people actually sing songs, which is so crazy. I didn't know it was going to help them with that. But I realized that if it helped me, then it's going to help somebody else with the same thing. It helped people attract the dream guys, and obviously with beautiful sensuality, sexuality, which is the most divine expression of love. Yeah. So transformation takes time, yeah? Am I right? But you get the shortcut. Yes. So I just want to give a disclaimer real quick that not everybody who's listening right now is going to make 300,000 in the first year, like one of my clients, or need 8 years to write a book like I did. But it will get you everything that you need if you follow the simple process. Okay? So at first, what I wanted to do is just have a peaceful mind. When I started working with the visioning process, I just wanted to have a peaceful mind. Then I wanted to figure out my purpose, and then I wanted to figure out how to pay my bills. So then I wanted to create a lifestyle where everything is balanced and to be in good relationships. Okay? And currently I have systems that work for me, courses, books, and it's all being sold online before people even work with me. So people get a chance to get to know me before they even work with me. Okay? Hi, welcome, Christy. What's up? So I want to teach you guys the easy way to create that vision so you can attract those high-paying clients. And promise me, like I said last week, that you are not going to use these superpowers for evil. Okay? So use these superpowers for good, for good. So secret number 1 is how to create the clear vision, how to realize why you want it, and how to accomplish that vision using the 7F manifesting secrets. Secret number 2, how to disrupt these patterns, sabotaging your success with meditation and movement, right? Dance practice. And secret number 3 is how to have the balanced approach. Is how to balance your creativity, your spirituality, and your soul-aligned business, your calling, your truth. So let's dive into secret number 1. Who's excited? Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, how to get clarity on this vision, to realize why you want what you want, and how to accomplish it using the 7F manifesting secrets. So who knows who this is? Yeah, Oprah. Guess what? Oprah is a projector in human design, like I am. She's also a 2/4, which is so beautiful. And she is huge into visioning. Now, she had a really hard upbringing. Lost a child, was raped when she was a kid. The odds were stacked against her. And she found a way to put the pieces of the puzzle together and share her story, creating so much abundance, not only for herself, but she's also the #1 biggest philanthropist in the world. So how many of you feel that if she can do it, so can I? Yes. Yes. And she swears by visioning, okay? So did you hear that? Who's that? Steve Jobs, right? And he says, remembering that you're going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked, so there's no reason for you not to follow your heart. And then he says, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living in the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart, your intuition. So the 7F manifesting secrets, it can help you manifest anything. And it all starts out with having a clear vision. Okay? When you have a clear vision, you become a GPS. Like, who's got a phone? Everybody got a phone? What do you do when you're going to the store and you're unfamiliar with the area? If you're about to go to a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods, don't you put that into the navigation system in the phone? And you're like, Whole Foods. Why? Because you need food and you know with certainty that it's going to get you to Whole Foods, even if there are roadblocks, right? So even if there's whatever happens on the road, it's going to say rerouting, but you're still going to get there because you input the coordinates into the GPS system. Our body, our mind, everything about us is exactly the same. When we create that clear vision, we input the coordinates into the navigation system. And then guess what? The system holds us accountable for accomplishing that vision, day in and day out. Okay, so I shared this with everybody last week, but when we do visioning, when we create vision boards and they're deliberate, like the one with the 7F manifesting secrets, what is a vision board really? A vision board is us selling the vision to ourselves. Because when we keep looking at the vision board, day in and day out, the more we realize what we want, the more things shift on the vision board. And then when we're like, wow, I really want this. And you're like, why do I want it? Oh, because I want to go feed children in Africa. So I need to create this business. I want to do this. Or I want to help my family members. I need to create this business so I can create that abundance for my family or for my kids. A vision board is just you selling a vision to yourself. Because before you know it, you end up waking up in the middle of your vision, realizing that you've sold it to yourself, that there's nothing standing in the way anymore. Because who here believes in magic? Yeah? Can we manifest money from thin air? Yes. As long as we know how much we want, when we want it, and why we want it. The universe will turn mountains for somebody who's doing things because they are inspired, because it's coming from the freaking heart. Haven't you always noticed that you're always taken care of? When shit happens, somehow miracles occur. Because whatever you want to call it, God's spirit is never going to let you down. There's a guidance system inside of us that as long as we figure out what it is exactly that we want, why we want it, that guiding system, that spirit, that source is going to take care of us. Yeah? So some people say that they want abundance. But really, what does that mean? Does that mean a business? Does it mean $10,000 a month, 20, 30? Does it mean a healthier lifestyle? What numbers does it mean in the bank account? Or how does that dream relationship look? And why would you want that? So we got to get concrete, because when we get concrete, we let the magic unfold, because we can get to the feelings before we see the actual physical manifestation. So get concrete. What does abundance mean? Okay. So in business, what do you want to manifest? And I want to welcome you to think about something deeply right now. Is it what? Or is it who? Because when people come to me, and this is a huge nugget for everybody who's listening, who's in business and who's in coaching, who's spiritual as fuck and wants to create this business. When we create that vision, is it about what amount of money do we want to see in our bank account? Or is it about who do I want to serve as an ideal client that's going to make me wake up in the morning out of bed because I'm so freaking excited? So when we start to shift that focus from what it is that we're doing into who it is that we want to be doing it with, it changes the game. Like, it lights me up, the clients that I work with right now, because it feels like we're little kids in the playground. And I focus on them, because walking away after a phone call or after a video, I am lit up. I feel like I got fire coming out of my nostrils. And I used to focus on what until I realized, wait, I need to focus on who. Because then when I focus on who, I talk to that who, right? Can anybody resonate? Yeah. Yes. Like, I talk to that who, and I'm directly talking to this person through the camera. Hey, like, you feel like you're struggling with this? I'm here. Hey, you feel like you need a little more peace? I'm here. Hey, you feel like you're spiritual as fuck and you want to become friends with money? Okay, I'm here. Hey, you feel like you've done enough psychedelics for a lifetime and you want to integrate and bring it into 3D and hone it down? I'm here. Because I know I also got lost in the Looney Tunes land until I had to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Until I brought it down and I was like, balance. You know? So let's shift the focus. Right? So I know you came in here, 30,000, 90 days. Okay, how many people do you want to serve? How much is that energy worth? What level of transformation do you want to take those people on? Because we sell results. We don't sell hourly. We sell somebody a completion of a book. We sell somebody the fact that they already lost 10 pounds. We sell somebody the fact that they already have 30,000 in their bank account. Not how we're going to get there, just the result. And money does not equal time. Money equals result. Yeah? Can I get a whoop, whoop? Yeah. So when we learn how to sell the result, because the process will yield the transformation in the person, because the hero is always going in two journeys. Because when we see somebody and we see them in the light and we love them unconditionally, they will break through all the barriers to achieve that result. And when they pay for it, they level up to become the type of person that can achieve the result. Right? Yeah. So who? Shift the focus from what to who. So now, since learning the 7F manifesting process on myself over the last 8 years, I started teaching people how to do it. And it's changed the game for so many people, because people have become of higher level service because they've become deliberate creators. Okay, and here's a beautiful success story from a divine queen, Vanessa.
When I was going through all of this and meeting Dasha, it wasn't just no little project or like, this is my soul's mission. It's something inside of my heart and my soul that it's just calling to me, and every day it's just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I definitely needed her guidance and her wisdom with this whole awakening experience. It's a whole new world that I've tapped into. And she was like, I'm doing this 7-week program. I need to do it. And that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to excel in my company. It hasn't even been 1 year yet, and my company is grossing $300,000. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I already know that I'm meant to live in abundance, to help families. I'm a giver. Like, I just want to give in the biggest way. And when I mean that, I want to start foundations. I want to feed, I want to clothe, I want to shelter, I want to just do all these things that I know I'm meant to do. And Dasha's the woman to help me with it. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now because of her, and she's just gonna be on my journey my whole life. Like, I just can't see myself without her guidance, her knowledge, such great wisdom.
I want to share with you guys that Vanessa actually came to me when she was living in a trailer, and she needed to do an IOU to step into her power. And I trusted her fully because I felt her passion. She went from a trailer to $300,000 in a year, and she just employed 6 women. She just bought actually property. She bought land, 11 acres. So if she can go from a trailer to 300K less than a year, can we do this too? And how did she do that? She started focusing on who. Guess what business she has? Elderly care facility. She was working in elderly care, and she saw that the system was corrupt and people were not being taken care of in a good way. And she was like, this is my soul. And she came to me and she's like, help me. And I was like, let's go. She's like, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm like, let's go. Power. So she knew her why, right? She knew she wanted to make a difference. She found a way to make a difference in elderly. She felt that they needed to be taken care of. She's literally living in spirit, okay? And what does it mean to live in spirit? To be inspired. It means to let higher source, power, divinity, whatever you call it, guide your way home. Right? And with that level of trust, realizing the why, you can't help but to succeed. And guess what? We went through a training. Yes, she said she wanted to start a business, but the training began with childhood trauma, letting go and releasing all these blah, 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 forgiveness, family relationships, because everything is connected in the physical manifestation of this 3D stuff. Okay? So focus on what's meaningful, the who, the difference, not the money. Okay? Woo! Who here thinks it's good so far? Yeah? Yeah. Awesome. Secret number 2. how to disrupt those patterns. Karate chop them that are sabotaging your success, love, with meditation and movement, which is the basis of my entire course besides the lessons. Meditation and movement. Okay? So what is the biggest pattern that we all have? Distractionist. Who here can resonate? Yeah. Distractions are the killers of dreams. When we leave our phone on and we are working on our divine work without putting it on do not disturb and we get interrupted, guess what? That disrupts the flow. Who here can resonate? So can the world wait? 99.999% it can. So how do we get rid of those distracciones? How do we overcome them? The power of focus. Why do you need to focus and tackle one thing at a time, and how do you do it? Good question. Some of you may know what this is. Some of you may not know what this is, but this is called reticular activating system. Who here knows what it is? If you've done Tony Robbins, Abraham, yes. When you start focusing on one thing, you start seeing it and noticing it everywhere, right? That's the power of a clear goal, is that you start seeing and hearing the answers to your questions. They may come to you in terms of an ad from somebody, inside of a book, inside of a conversation, inside of a movie, right? Anywhere, because you are tuned in and you're turned on. So that's the power of reticular activating system. For those of you who don't know what it is, test it. Think of, let's say, a white Tesla, and then start seeing how you keep noticing white Teslas everywhere all of a sudden. Yeah. So if your mind can conceive that and keep seeing that in the reality, what else can you create out of thin air if you just use your reticular activating system and focus on it with your visioning and with a process called 7 daily rituals I'm about to go over. So this is what the 7F Manifesting Secrets does. It helps you tune in to that clear vision with the reticular activating system. Okay, and then tune in vibrationally through meditation into stillness, which is your source power. That's where your peace is. From that stillness, that's where you can grab and create from the quantum, okay? And then through meditation, through movement, through dancing, you learn how to release all that energy that doesn't serve you, right? So how important is dancing, movement, to let go of that energy of the collective unconscious? Oh, meet my sister. She's actually one of my clients, and yes, I charged her because you'll see why.
Hello, this is a review for Dasha Love, my sister. I have left many reviews, but I would like to leave another one because now I got my first 20K client, and I wanted to share how she helped me break the barrier and the belief that we need to act small and be small and, charge less. Let me go back a little bit. So my sister and I started to organize wellness events like 8 years ago when our mother first passed away. And we thought that wellness should be accessible to all, and it should. And we still think that. We still host community events, and it was all donation-based. And for the longest time in my mind, I thought that it was not possible to heal people or provide healing and wellness events and be comfortable financially. So I left the job, and then I had to get another job, corporate job, while at the same time trying to be a yoga and meditation teacher and provide wellness. Fast forward to about 6 months ago, I hired my first coach. It was not my sister at first. Well, I did hire my sister first, but my first coach, and she broke me and made me realize that the healing we are providing, the services we're providing, is valuable. And then a couple months later, I hired my sister and realized that money is just energy, and it is overflowing and abundant. And now I'm at 30K in my first month after quitting my corporate job, and I'm making such a difference in people's lives. It's incredible. It's really incredible. I feel nourished and powerful, and I feel like I'm providing nourishment and power and helping the awakening of this beautiful earth. So if you feel called, if you feel like you have a gift and you want to share it, whether it's yoga, meditation, breath work, it's literally what I do with my clients. And, you know, as long as your energy is right, like you're sharing your gift and you can make abundance. My sister is the person to talk to if you want to step up your game. And if you
I love my sister. Isn't she cool? Yeah, she went from $1,800 a month for 7 years until 30K. Whoop, whoop. With only guess how many clients? Guess how much more energy now she has to be able to have fun and create offerings and maybe build stuff online if she's only working with 2 people. Yippee! Focus. So I want to teach you guys something. Does anybody here know the difference between mindset and identity shift? Yeah? Nah? Huh? Are you open to learning it? Yeah. Cool. So there are 2 scenarios, and I want you to say to lift up 1 or 2. So who here thinks that so let me get to the story. There are 2 roses. Here's the story. One was spray painted blue from the outside with blue spray paint. So you can still see that it was once white. And one actually was given blue dye from the root. So when it grew, it was blue, and you couldn't even tell that it was once white. Which one of those is mindset, and which one of those is identity? So who here thinks that the first rose, which is the spray painted rose, is mindset? Raise your hand. Who here thinks that the first spray painted rose is identity? Raise your hand. Who here thinks that the rose that was given blue dye from the source, from the beginning, is mindset? Raise your hand. Who here thinks that the rose that was given blue dye from the root, from the core in the water, is identity? Does everybody understand the question? So one rose was spray painted from the outside in. It was spray painted from the outside, so you can still see there's blotches of white in there. And one was given dye from the beginning with the water. Okay. So who here wants to know the answer? Yes. So the rose that was spray painted from the outside, listening close, that's us working on our mindset. You can still see patches of white underneath. What does that mean? That there are parts of us, if they are not healed and we keep working on mindset, then things on the outside are not going to work out. Does that make sense? And when we work on our identity, we shift our identity to fully embody the mindfulness coach or the abundance coach. And we do that day in and day out, and we're showing up and showing out, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to overcome all the old self, the beliefs, to show up in our truth every single day, no matter how much money is coming in, not coming in, we're still showing up for it. That's when we change on an identity level. So if we keep working on mindset with the books and trainings and stuff, we're not actually shifting on an identity level. And let me go into this a little bit deeper. Is that good for everybody? Yeah? So when we shift and we realize our identity, that drives the actions that we take. And this is what it looks like. So our beliefs is the conscious or subconscious. It's how we see the universe and how we see ourselves in that universe. That's our beliefs. Now, our habits is something we do every single day, right? Now, our identity is when the way we see ourselves and the way the world sees us match. Does that make sense? So when we start with our beliefs, right? We start seeing ourselves, for example, as an abundance coach. Would that be a good example? Day in and day out, what we do as our habits, our daily rituals, our visioning, that is how we embody fully our own beliefs. That's how we sell the vision to ourselves, through visioning, through our daily rituals, through our habits. We embody our beliefs. Through our habits of showing up fully, even when we don't feel like it, we embody our beliefs. Through our habits, going live, even when we don't have our makeup on or we don't feel good, or just sharing from a place of authenticity, not when the time is right, but always, is us embodying our beliefs, taking deliberate actions, even when we don't feel like it, out of habit. And when we do that day in and day out, regardless if anybody shows up, because we know who we are, we know why we're doing it. We're doing it with an open heart. Like we feel it in our body that this is what we came here to do. When we show up day in and day out, regardless if anybody else is there, regardless, it doesn't matter if the conditions are right, wrong, if maybe it's a little staticky. When we show up day in and day out, people start to see us as go-getters, as people that are never going to quit on them, because we don't quit on ourselves. Because if we don't quit on ourselves, remember, if we follow through with the vision that we create, that means we'll be able to help somebody else follow through with the vision that we create. If we stop and we don't finish, how are we going to help others finish? We can only give fully from a cup that is full, from a cup of who we authentically are. Yeah? Yes. So when we create that clear vision and we say, do or live, I am going to accomplish that vision. Even if I fail a gazillion freaking times showing up online, I am still gonna get to that vision, because I realize that if I can do it for me, then I can help guide other people to do that for them. So you, my love, you are the change. You are the one to create that vision and to follow through, so you can be that example and beacon of liberation to help others follow through on their visions. Yeah? Is this useful? So it's all about, like Wayne Dyer says, it's all about healthy habits. And healthy habits, they are learned in the same way that unhealthy habits are, through practice, daily dedication, deliberate intention. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to close your eyes for a second and take a deep breath. I want you to imagine right now what it would be like if you disrupted the old patterns, if you created those clear visions, and if you did your daily rituals, your daily new habits, day in and day out. I want you to imagine what it would be like to choose that goal and to march toward it, even if you don't feel like it. Because success happens when you want something as bad as you want to breathe. In order to get to that state of flow, you gotta do these habits. You gotta create that vision. You gotta march toward it. And imagine how good it feels to complete one vision at a time. To release those old patterns, release the old stories, and realize how truly divine, powerful, delicious, playful, joyous, and deserving you are. Yes, this is all yours. Thank you for feeling that. Yes, you can open your eyes now. So imagine what it would be like to do that for you, so you can become obsessed, like I am right now, with serving other people, because you have been able to complete one thing at a time and living your best life, being able to grab others by the hand and saying, come this way, I'm going to help you live your best freaking life. Imagine how needed we are in this world to really wake up and grab the hands of other people that 95% of the population are living unconscious, right? Blame, victimhood, layers and layers and layers of trauma and stories that no longer serve. So that is the transformation. It's massive. And financial transformation, when you create a bigger than life goal, it's massive, and it requires massive inspired actions, right? So I want you to, for a second, tune in with me into this sentence on that you're seeing right now on the screen, that every reality that you want already exists all around you. All you have to do is tune into it. Because guess what? We may have an idea of how this abundance comes, but it will come in its own way. And when we're tuned into what it is we know, and specifically how much, then it will come in its own magical way. If we are tuned into it, if we take deliberate, massive actions every day, visioning, working on ourselves. Because remember, everything we want is already here. And we have enough time to accomplish and be all the things that we want to be, one thing at a time. You can be a successful entrepreneur if this is where you're at right now. You can have that money in your bank account if that's what's going to help you feel free. You can play in that movie if that's what your soul wants to do. And you can do these things one at a time. Is this juicy or what? Because it's like I tell everybody, like, if you're tuned into whatever your desire is, you will walk down the street, you'll overhear a conversation between two people getting into a car, and that could be the answer. But since you're using your reticular activating system, you were able to hear it because you're tuned into that vision right now. Smell me? I know, that's how I'm like, one vision at a time. What is this vision right now? Like, let's go get it one at a time so you can go check, check, check. So today we were gonna dance, but I don't want to dance today because Anthony is supposed to arrive any minute. So I'm gonna just gotta rock and roll. Is that okay with you guys? Please dance after this. Okay, I'll send you all a song. Thank you. I haven't seen him for 2 weeks and he's arriving soon, so I'm excited. Oh, secret number 3. How to have that balanced approach. How important is balance? Yeah. So how to have that balanced approach between your creativity, spirituality, and your soul-aligned badass business. Very important. Oh, I guess Aya. It's Aya's testimony.
Dasha Love. Dasha is a rock star of a human and a coach. She's that person who, no matter when you need her, how you need her, she is going to show up in the biggest way, but in all the ways that you exactly need. She is beyond intuitive and is so grounded in who she is with herself that she's able to spread so much knowledge and wealth and insight into blind spots and maybe in places that you can't see within yourself. I'm telling you from personal experience, Dashi is the person who held me by the hand to get me out of my head and into purpose by breaking down belief systems, by putting me on a proper routine, by getting me to a place where I have a completely finished product course that is ready for the world. That's in full alignment for who I am and my purpose. And it would not have been completed or finished, or I would not have been able to hold myself accountable, in all honesty, to get to the place where I needed to be within myself and in all the places. And Dasha is the one who was able to get me there. Without her, I would not be where I am. And so my love and appreciation and gratitude for everything Dasha is and how she shows up for other people is beautiful to witness and to see how she shines so brightly, and it just like ripples out to the ones she chooses to work with, because also Dashi is particular. And you have to be ready to work with her because she will hold you accountable. And the biggest thing with Dash is she will hold you accountable. She'll push you to your edges of where you know, maybe you don't know, but she knows that you can go there. So she'll push you to your own edges of the greatest version of yourself. And that's what Dashi does for me and what she did for me. And that's why I am where I am within my work and within my practice. So Dashi, I love you, sister. And thank you for everything that you've done for me, with me, to get me to this newer, evolved version of self. I thank you. And I swear I would not have been able to do this without you. But you know that. If anybody is considering working with Dash, figure out what you need. Accountability is what she is great at, and she will figure out a solution. She is great at finding solutions, and whatever you need, she can do. She's one of these people who is so multifaceted, that she serves people on so many levels, whether it's like the consciousness, the belief systems, the actual integration of systems within your company, like all the ways. So I love you. And I, again, like beyond grateful for us coming together and being able to do the work we have. Thank you.
Woo! Rock star, yeah. I want to share with you guys that Aya, when she came to me, she was giving away her services for free and working at a beautiful job. She was a yachty, but she wasn't fulfilled. Ultimately, we all find a way to realize things don't serve us, right? And we together realized that what she was doing for free, because she was healing people from psoriasis, because she healed herself from psoriasis, she could charge people for. And she could live in total soul alignment, and she doesn't have to stay in corporate. You know what I'm saying? And because we were working on her human design, she's meant to serve many people. This is why we created the course, so she can spread her wings and fly. So she can choose if she wants to work with people one-on-one or not, but she's meant to serve many. Okay. And it's because of her story that she's experiencing the highest level of success. And that's what we got to do here, is when we share our story, we change the world. Yeah. Because the story of one is the story of all. One battle, one person who wins the battle against this is the winning of us all. Story. So how to have that balance between business, your creativity, and spirituality is creating that clear vision. And that's what the 7F Manifesting Secret System does. It's 7 Fs that are important things in every area of your life, with your most important vision at the center, your best self showing up fully. So you actually put a picture of yourself showing up fully with your vision, and then you align every area of your life, because every area is important. Your fitness food routine is directly linked to how much money you have in your account, right? Your fun, freedom, your ability to have fun and be free, whatever that means for you, is directly linked to how much money you have in your bank account. Your family relationship dynamics, and if you're still holding grudges, is directly linked to how much money you have in your bank account. Your current relationship, if you're in a relationship, is directly linked. Everything is connected. And when you create that vision, you put your most important thing in the center, but you got to align every area of your life in order to cross over and be that vision. Does that make sense? Yes. So with Aya, we created a course, we created a book, we created videos, and you can actually check her out at lovepsoriasis.com. She's showing up, she's showing out. She's on TikTokies, she's on Instagram, and you know, it makes me want to cry when I see her level of success and how inspired and motivated she is. And this is how we started. You know, she came to me, we worked in person. I have a whole studio, which is I'm on a green screen now. It's my playground. So for those of you who choose to work with me one-on-one, you can even come work with me together, and we create a ton of content. So I can help you walk out with it within a week with even less, with a book, with a course, with an offering, whatever it is your heart desires. So Aya is pretty cool, huh? She's awesome. Yes, I also do small group coaching as well. This is my playground. My playground is my green screen. I love it. I love creating stuff. So remember, what's the most important thing that if you don't take away anything, I hope you take away some stuff, but if you don't take anything away from today, I want you to remember that sales is service. I want you to remember to be in front of people's faces about your offerings, because otherwise they're not going to wake up. I want you to remember to do things that are going to wake them up, to shake them up, to say, I am here, the answer you've been looking for. Because that is service at the highest level. And we have come here to serve. So no more of that shy, no more of that PS. And I was doing that myself recently. And then I was like, whoa, PS, click the link in my bio. No more PS, click the link in the bio. Hey, click the link right now. You want to wake up? If you don't, you're not my person. Bye. Okay? Yes. So let me ask you a question. Do you feel a little bit like this? I've given you a lot today, yeah. I love this picture. So in the past hour, has it been an hour? Holy crap, it's been an hour. That went by pretty fast, huh? Would you agree that it was time well spent? Yeah, thank you for the heart. So I couldn't cover everything, obviously, in one little hour masterclass, but I do have a very special offer for you. Would you like to know what it is? Cool. And if you act fast, I'm going to give you a very special deal. So the 3 things we covered today, 3 secrets, right? How to get clear vision, clarity on why you want it, and a clear path to get there. Secret number 2, how to disrupt these patterns with meditation and movements. And secret number 3 is how to have the balanced approach and how to balance your creativity, spirituality, and your soul-aligned business. So for my action takers today, I want you to burn the bridges behind you of all the things that did not work, because there's a reason why you're here. Or for everybody listening to this live, there's a reason why you've been magnetized to listen to this. So listen close. This is the biggest problem that I help people solve, is how to focus on one thing at a time until completion. Okay? And remember at the beginning, I said for all of those who have been watching me, you get the special gift. So I'm going to honor that. So and thank you for everybody who's been watching today. You're going to receive the 7F Manifesting Secrets ebook and my 7F Manifesting mini course absolutely free just for being here. So when you get on a call with us at the end, just mention this and we're going to shoot you over a password, a registration, and a password to be able to log in, okay? So I want to show you guys what you get when you're working with me, okay? Is that cool? Sweet. So when you work with me, you get the whole system. I have a huge system in the back end, 7F Manifesting system for unleashing your success story with the ATA channel lessons and meditations with a value of almost $3,000. And when you have this product, you will be able to create that clear vision. Okay. Then with those daily new habits, you tune in to the clarity of vision, what it is you want exactly and why you want it. Then you start transforming the stories, literally disrupting these old stories and crushing these old beliefs. Then you tune into a state where I call the flow state, where it's surrender meets deliberate action. That's where you're at flow. And who knows what the flow feels like. So I've been in that flow for 8 freaking years right now. Like the fire. And I'm like, all right, it ain't going anywhere. So I may as well just keep meditating in my fire. Yeah, so flow. I love the flow. I created something called the pyramid of consciousness. So that is every vibrational state, every emotion, and how to elevate up with different sounds, different hertz, realizing the different emotional states. So you learn how to use that pyramid of consciousness every day through your daily rituals. I teach you how to bend energy, which means releasing triggers. So arriving at the outcome before you have a conversation with somebody or anything that you're doing, to be able to arrive at the outcome that is favorable for you, and then let your body, your mouth, your words navigate you to where you've already been. And last but not least, how to allow yourself to receive. Because sometimes we keep going, but the answers are right there and people are knocking at our door, but we can't hear the knocking, or we're not flexible enough to say yes because we think it's supposed to come one way, right? There was a story in the Bible. I remember, I'm probably butchering it, but there was a story where it was like a guy was praying to God and he's like, God, come and bring me this. And then he says, I brought you the people. I brought you these things. Everyone is looking for something that's already there. So it's about just turning it on and vibing it out. Like a neon sign that says open. So what else do you possibly need in order to succeed? How about at 7F Manifesting Planner, 8.5 by 11, 222 pages, a follow along year planner, and then 90-day everyday planner I just created to go together with the course and the coaching. Pretty freaking cool, right? Yeah, I know, I'm so creative. And I also have an MP3 player that I ship to my clients. Why MP3 player? Because I want you to do the daily rituals, your daily habits, before you are bombarded with this thing. Because if you do it first thing in the morning and you're not responding to any messages and you're not using any other electronics, then you're tuned in, turned on in the beginning of the day, doing your thing. And then nothing that happens externally can fuck with you. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? This is good stuff I made, y'all. So what you're gonna get is the system for unleashing your success story, creating that clear vision, marching toward it, breaking down all the patterns, 222-page printable manifesting playbook. So for those of you who are going to join me in working with me, you're going to actually get physical copies of all the stuff. For those of you who aren't, you will get the ebook version. Total value of $3,994. And then for those who choose to work with me also one-on-one, what we're going to do is create and scale your high-ticket profitable offer. Just like I will have when you guys talk to me on a phone call, it's how to create that offer that is so irresistible, that's so finger-licking good, that the right people are going to come and grab it no matter how much it costs. Because remember, this is you with you. And sometimes your best offer is right there, right in front of you, but you don't think that people are willing to pay for it. Like my sister, meditation, yoga, mindfulness, breath work, 10, 20K clients. So whatever it is that you actually really, really, really love doing and talking about day in and day out, that's what becomes part of your offer. And this is what we come up with. And I so well read 100 Million Offer book by Alex. Like, I'm so well read at creating these catchy offers that it speaks to the right person, makes them want to grab it, and you get to decide what that offer is ultimately worth to you, what you want to sell it for. So we work backwards. Instead of who's going to want to buy it, we work, how much do I want to make when I present that offer? What result do I want to create for the person that is not equivalent to time? You see what I'm saying? So that's super fun. So that's what you're going to get when you work with me is high ticket offer and how to also scale it, how to create the system to be able to broadcast it out. So you got clients coming in. So this is what we do together. We create that foundation. If you are a coach, if you are new into business, or if you want to start your solo line business, we create the foundation for you to succeed. Then we talk about your niche, how you're going to approach this and who you're going to be speaking to every time you get on a video call, or anytime you do a Zoom, or anytime somebody asks you a question, because you are not going to sell one-off things ever again. And people, they always want to try to buy one-off things, but ultimately what people want is transformation. So we're going to create the niche. We're going to create the packages together, your signature packages that differentiate you, because your energy, there's only one of. There isn't another one like you. Everything else every technical thing, whatever, they can look it up on Google. But the transformation and the energy that you have, nobody else has. And people will come to you because of you. And guess what? Not so much even what you offer. They'll come to you because of your energy, because you're showing up. What you offer is just a bonus. It's like a dangling carrot. Smell me? So we create the foundation, talk about niche, create your package that attracts them in. Because the whole idea is to attract them in with a bling bling thing that is easy for them to understand. What they're actually going to go with you on is the biggest transformation of their life. But what they buy is the end result. And when you're showing up day in and day out, talking about your package, doing it even when you don't feel like it, you're going online, you're talking this, you're getting into this group, and every relevant group you're starting to connect to, as well as influencers that would have the same audience that you want to speak with because you understand your niche. See what I'm saying? So no more time wasting, because I used to think that a lot of my clients were on Facebook, la, la, la. But the truth is they are in different places. They're in different groups. So if you come from Facebook, yes, from my personal, but I used to think that a lot of them were going to come from there, but no, now they come from all different groups where I've learned that my niche is hanging out in. So I'm hanging out in, and I am being the best contributor in those groups. So people start to notice me. See what I'm saying? So I've got the right message that goes to the right market at the right place. See what I'm saying? Important? Yes, it is. And guess what? Also, the clients that joined me get a certification program, because I recently launched Abundant Life. Wait, that's the wrong certification. But I recently launched Self-Love Academy. So I'm super excited because we're going to work on getting it accredited. So don't pay attention to this. This is an old certification, but it's going to be an accredited academy for self-love. And what I teach you is how to become a manifesting results coach, which is super cool. And then by completion, you get this beautiful thing. So the universe doesn't differentiate where we're at. So the conditions do not have to be right for us to get clients, or for us to get an investment, or for us to get tuned in, turned on. It could happen in a store. It could happen while we're driving. It could happen while we go outside to take out the trash. If we are ready, because of our daily habits, right? We know who our who is. We know what we're here to do. We have our 30-second elevator speech that feels in total alignment. We got an offer. The takers could come anywhere, anytime. Even if we don't got our makeup on. Right? Yeah. So I want to invite you now to work with me. It looks like this. Did you guys like that video? We have an in-house full-on production company. So Anthony is on board, and he's just like, he banked that video out in a day. Like, so cool. So cool. So yeah, that's what we do on Zoom or in person. Like, once we figure out what your offering is, we bang you out some really cool content, which is eye-catching. Who this has worked for? for coaches, entrepreneurs, spiritual leaders, and those that are leading the front line in spirituality in the corporate world, and healers. So here's what you're gonna get, my loves. The system, the 7F Manifesting Secret System, which is valued at around $3,000, with the 88 channel lessons and meditations, the 222 page, the printable manifesting planner playbook, or the physical copy. If you choose to work with me directly, you're going to create and scale your high ticket offer with me. That's valued at $100,000 because you're going to start making money fast. Total value of over $100,000. So what else could you possibly need? How about a spirituality workshop valued at $732? Woo! So here's everything you're going to get. The 7F Manifesting Secrets, the system with the 88 channel lessons and meditations at $2,997. The 222 90-day printable manifesting planner playbook or physical copy. We're going to create and scale your high ticket offer valued at $100,000. Your bonus is the Manifesting Mastery certification we talked about, the Spirituality and Fulfillment workshop valued at $732 for a total value of $105,493. Woo! So let me ask you a question. If all my package did was help you get clarity on your soul aligned vision and a path to making that $30,000 in the next 90 days, would that be worth it? If all it did was help you shift your identity from distractions to becoming a deliberate creator, to deliberate actions, and you were having so much fun and playing in the process, would it be worth it? If all this did was help you transform your story so you can share it, paving the path to impacting millions of people, making millions, while having a truly balanced, fulfilled lifestyle, would it be worth it? But wait, there's more. Who here wants more? Yeah. Here's a bonus I'm going to give you, the 11 steps to writing and publishing your own book so you can become a bestseller, valued at $19.97. And as I mentioned, I have 7, soon to be 8 books. I know how to do that. Easy. I can probably help you bang it out in 24 hours if you want to. So what you're going to get is that 7F Manifesting Secret System for unleashing your success story, creating that clear vision, paving the path with deliberate actions, 88 channel lessons and meditations for a total value of $2,997. The 222 printable or physical copy of the Manifesting Planner Playbook, the create and scale your high ticket sales offer, $100,000. You're going to get your spirituality and fulfillment workshop, the Manifesting Mastery certification, the 11 steps to writing and publishing your own book, valued at $1997 for a total value of $107,490. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's not how much I charge for coaching anymore. So what's tuning you into your abundance really worth? And what is creating that consistent cash flow from that place of total nourishment really worth? So what's healing that money, karma, drama really worth? What is a balanced life while you're doing this really worth? A vacation? 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 or more? How much would you pay to get to live your life purpose and make that money so you can have more time for whatever it is that you desire? And that's not it. I'm also going to give you another bonus. Bonus number 4, 11 steps to creating your very own course. Woo! So you can show up online and give people something to eat while you're deciding if you want to work with them one-on-one for higher tier tickets or not. Because a lot of people want to work with you, let's face it. but maybe not all of them have the means to do it, right? So when you create that flow online, which is a funnel with the different things that you can give them for free, you get them warmed up. And when they start manifesting and they see that you have the energy that they need, they come to you because they want more. And that's in essence what a funnel is. It's a system of dating somebody so they can learn how to trust you, so they can see that you have what they need to take them to the next level. That's all a funnel is. I know, I never explained it this good. I'm like, because it used to be like Chinese for me, like when I started making funnels 2 years ago, and now it's like, oh my God, it's like dating. Like you don't go straight up to somebody and you're like, hey, can I fuck you? Well, some people do, but you're like, hey, like you look good, or I like your energy, or whatever it is, right? So it's like, and then ultimately when they experience you, they're like, whoa, I want more, give me more. I'll take everything. So then you start giving them more and more different offers, because they want to grow, they want to transform. So you just have to keep feeding them different offers when they've already entered your system and they got to know you. So this is all you're going to get. It's a 7 of manifesting and unleashing your story, those 88 channel lessons and meditations for a value of $2,997, the 222-page 90-day manifesting planner playbook, your creation of and scaling of your high ticket offer with me, valued at over $100,000, because it took a lot of work to get to where I'm at. And you get the shortcut, your spirituality and success workshop, the manifesting mastery certification from our new academy, the Self-Love Academy, valued at $767, the 11 steps to sharing your story with your book, valued at $1997. The 11 steps to monetizing your story with your very own course, valued at $2,497, for a total of 111 channel lessons and 90-day planner and a pre-recorded MP3. Total value slightly under $110,000. So you can see why people have paid me $100,000 before. And it's very much worth it at $109,987. And even at $30,000, which I charge the public, is a great deal, right? And guess what? Today, you get to go on a call with me. So apply for a phone call today, 7fmanifesting.com/call. Let me know that you were on this masterclass, and I will hook you up with a deal and answer all of your questions. So if you were to hire a professional to help you unleash your soul's truth and business, to write and publish your books, to create your soul aligned course, it might easily be worth $30,000 to $100,000, right? But because you are learning how to do this with me, I'm going to work with you, and we're going to figure out a payment plan for you when you go to 7fmanifesting.com and get our call absolutely free. So apply today for the Self-Love Academy by going to 7fmanifesting.com/call and get the totally free 15-minute coaching call. So you got two options right now for everybody who's listening in. Thank you for being here. For everybody who's tuning in on also on Facebook Live, thank you. You got two options right now. Your vibrations are high, and you could do nothing about it, or take a risk and book that 15-minute coaching call and see if you are a good fit for our company, and if we can get you to where you want to go at the speed of light. So that phone call is absolutely free, and if you don't take any actions today, you will get nothing, right? But if you do, then your life may transform, right? So give it a shot. Go to 7fmanifesting.com/call, and I would be happy to talk to you. So the guarantee today is, if you sign up and you don't achieve your results within the 90 days we're going to work together, you're probably going to achieve them sooner, like you've heard my sister say. We will work with you until you achieve your results absolutely free. So there's nothing to lose. So the real question is, Is it worth gambling 15 minutes of your time to make $30,000 with your soul line business and to have that balanced lifestyle in the next 90 days? If it is, then I encourage you to go to 7fmanifesting.com/call and book that call so we can see if you're a good fit. And as I mentioned, what you're going to get is that 7F Manifesting Unleashing Your Story, the 88 channeled lessons and meditations valued at $2,997 when you work with me. The 222-page, 90-day manifesting planner playbook that goes together with the course. And every day you get your daily rituals and you know what to do to transform your life by implementing a new habit. You get to create and scale your high-ticket offer with me, valued at $100,000. You get your bonus, the Spirituality and Success Workshop, valued at $732. You get your Manifesting Mastery certification upon completion of the program together and demonstrating with an assessment that you are a good manifesting results coach. And you get the 11 steps to sharing your story with your book, with writing, even if you choose not to publish, and the 11 steps to monetizing your story with your course. For a total of 111 channeled lessons and meditations, a 90-day planner, and the MP3 I mentioned, a value of $109,987. Oh, wait, I got a last bonus. Who wants to hear what it is? Woo! Thank you. So for those of you who don't know, human design has absolutely transformed my life. So for the first few people that reserve a phone call today at 7F Manifesting, 7fmanifesting.com/call, I am going to give you a human design reading absolutely free. So I'll give you at about 30-minute reading absolutely free just for getting on a phone call today. All right. So other opportunities they can promise with this, you get 100% guarantee because we'll walk with you until you get your results. So the tale of two tales. You could be good at making excuses, be lit up right now, but not do anything about it. Or you could be good at making money with your soul line truth. Now, which one are you? Because you can't be both. So for those of you who are action takers, I want you to go to 7fmanifesting.com/call. Let's talk about it. Let's see if you're a good fit. And then we can talk about how we can enroll you in. So it's really easy. When you go to 7fmanifesting.com/call, you can see, actually here, I'll show you how to do it. Oh, let me get out. When you go to 7fmanifesting.com, oops. Oh. When you go to when you go to 7fmanifesting.com, let me see. Oh, no, 7fmanifesting.com/call. Really easy to book a call. So you see that page? Oh. So you just go down and you can check out the page. In order to book a call, it's really easy. You just go 7fmanifesting.com/call and you just book an appointment. And this is your free 15-minute coaching call with us to see if you're a good fit, and also mention the fact that you were here today. And because you're here today, you're going to get free access to the 7F Manifesting mini course and the ebook. So, did you like it? If anybody wants to say hi, what up, you're welcome. If anybody's got any questions, I am here. Do you have any questions? You guys got any questions? I first of all want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. I really hope this was useful. Yeah, okay, we can't hear you. Say.
Thank you, sweetheart. This was fantastic. I really appreciate the time you took in your magical paradise to share your love and inspiration with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any big takeaways? Any big like aha moments, or is that a lot of aha moments? You're gonna need to watch the replay.
Well, for me, it's about the daily habits and limiting the distractions. That was a good reminder. Thank you for that.
Mhm. Well, if you choose to coach with us or not, this is also available on Amazon. So it's up to you. I would love to have the conversation with you because I feel like we've had the vibe for a while.
Oh, we have. I'll be signing up for your 15-minute call, and let me see how I can allow this to work for me beautifully. Yeah, it feels like we're just connecting it at perfect timing. So thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? Like anytime I truly work with a sister, it's like, it's like we're like this for the rest of our lives.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like it's like whatever, you're up or you're down, like, oh, you can have your first event. Okay, I'm flying out. Like it's just like forever. Like we're like, we're never letting go. Like before you know it, we're like 100 years old. We're like, I told you we're never letting go of each other.
Well, I'm sure for more fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Haley, you want to say something?
Oh, just a little. I just wanted to offer a little testimony since I'm here. Okay, so Dasha and I met over 2 years ago now through a Tony Robbins group when he very, very, very first launched his first New World Challenge thing. There was not that many people in the group as there is now when it started out, and like we haven't even worked together yet, but I took just a one piece of what she offered. Oh gosh, I had COVID at the time, didn't I? So it was like back in January or February of her 7F thing she offered as a bonus. And I just did the one part, which was like the fitness part. I was really overweight at the time. And I was like, I really want my body back because, it was post-COVID. I had that COVID 20 or whatever. And I'm not kidding you, within the week of just working on the one piece of that board and sending it to her, my body already, I'm not kidding you, just her energy, like I wasn't even exercising yet, but my body had already like begun to like shift and change, and like my muscle tone, it was very, very prominent, like the change in the feeling. So when she talks about her energy, I can tell you like it is 100% like legit. And since then, actually today, if I don't mind bragging, I got like my favorite white jeans on for the first time in probably a year, maybe 2 years, depending on when the last summer I wore them. So yeah, pretty exciting. So there's a little on the spot testimony for you, because yeah, her energy is legit. I'm so looking forward to when we finally do work together actually at a high level. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna rock the world for sure.
Yeah, thank you. And shout out for everybody who's watching. Haley's an incredible abundance coach, and she's showing up fully. Would you call yourself an abundance coach?
Yes, wealth and abundance coach. Yes, with quantum frequencies. So it's been crazy.
Yeah. So everybody who's listening in, tune in to her energy. Is amazing, super inspirational, and she's got a lot of nuggets she can share with y'all. So I love you. Yes, and guess what? One powerful being plus another powerful being is 1 + 1 equals. It's not.
Yep, it doubles it up right out the gate. Yep.
So I love you. Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Anybody who's got their cameras off? Anybody want to say something? Yeah, if not, I love you all so much. Thank you. Tune in. We're gonna do this every week with different topics. So grab that phone call, 7fmanifesting.com/call, and let's vibe out. I love you. Thank you.